What's going on, everybody? The Miami Hurricanes have defeated the Virginia Cavaliers 19-14. They have improved to 5-1 overall in the season. I'm completely disappointed. I thought we played awful. Personally, I expected more from this team. Tonight's performance, offensively, the play call, in my opinion, what bothered me the most. I know a lot of people were upset with Blake Baker, how they defended Virginia's run, their offense in the first half. Personally, for me, Rhett Lashley's offense overall, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was a stressful, disappointing, underwhelming win. Yeah, no, I completely agree with everything that was stated. A lot of people, actually, one person kind of said this game reminded them of the Central Michigan game of the past season. I completely agree. It was just stressful and ugly, man. We're 5-1, and that's great. I'm glad we're 5-1. I'm glad we won the football game, but this game should have been over in the third quarter. There were plenty of times Miami had the chance literally to end this football game, and we did not. We run the ball way too much. We were very effective throwing the football. We run the ball way too much, and there's no progress. Don Chaney was only the shining light of our run game so far in this game. I would say that's probably the only running back who was successful this game. That was it. I thought Don Chaney ran the ball effectively, but man, just play call in general as we got close to the red zone. I mean, you can't run the ball every single time. You have to mix it up. So definitely am disappointed in Rhett Lashley's play call. De'Aaron King was going 6 out of 6 throwing the football. We knew going into this game their secondary was weak. Their weakest position group was their cornerbacks. We need to take advantage of that. Throw the football more. Receivers were wide open. We saw Mike Harley. Last play, give or take. He was wide open. We connect with Mike Harley on that. It's an easy touchdown. I don't agree with the play call. We could have burned a lot more time on the play clock. But overall, man, not a pretty win. We are not the 11th best team in the nation. I'll stand by that. Virginia's offense, a little bit creative, but, it was a lot of flash. It was very basic, very basic. We did make second half adjustments. If you give up 14 total points, and that last touchdown that is on Al Blades, that's Al Blades' fault. Okay, I don't know what happened on that play. That's unacceptable. Miami should have easily dominated this game, and it's painful that we cannot just easily rout opponents in the ACC. Every single game we play is a stressful game. It really is disappointing. And I want to hear from you guys. We're going to open up the phone line now. But who's at fault? Is it the coaches? Is this coaching? This is the player personnel? I thought we were doing an outstanding job passing the football. I really did. Mike Harley, 10 receptions, over 170 receiving yards. Fantastic job. Probably played his best game as a Miami Hurricane. Best game. Let's open up the phone lines, guys. Let's see what you guys have to say regarding this game. But, man, extremely disappointed. I did not expect this kind of game. I truly did not coming out tonight. This was not a good Virginia Cavaliers football program. That's why they are 1-4. (919-647-4716). Would love to hear what you guys have to say about this game. We did miss 8 underclassmen today. I believe it was 8 freshmen total. Xavier Restrepo, Brian Balaam, Tyler Van Dyke, Michael Redding III. I think they got a positive COVID test, so they could not play. But awful. Just awful overall. Want to hear your thoughts. First caller. Thank you for calling the Scoop. Who am I speaking with? Kyle, what's up, man? Hit me with your thoughts, man. We got 100 people in, 4 minutes into the show. Love to hear what you have to say.
Well, first off, before I actually into it, man. We got to stop with the fire Manny because he's not the guy. I mean, it's got to stop.
Gotcha. The thing, people are just, I think Manny, he's a great speaker, and I think people are just kind of fed up because I don't see improvements. I understand offensively, it's gotten better, but this game was a step back. This was awful. This was bad offensively, man. This was a Danny.
I don't know if the game plan changed because of how heavy it was raining.
Right.
I'm sure it kind of did.
But yeah.
But I will tell you one of the most disappointing things that I've been seeing the past few games since before Clemson. What's going on with Cameron Harris? It's like he doesn't even care whenever he gets a chance to run the ball. I mean, he might get 1 yard, but other than that, he's getting negative yards.
Our offensive line has been awful. We keep running down the middle of the field. Yeah.
But if we have the true freshmen in Knighton and Cheney gaining yards for us, like, what is going on with him? If there's something going on with him and I don't know about it, I mean, I would like to be enlightened. But
here's my thing.
I don't know what's going on with him.
We keep trying to run up the middle of the field. No counters. We just keep trying to go up the middle. It's not working up the middle. It's not. We need to fix that because this run game, you cannot rely on just De'Ara King just making plays, hopefully scrambling around, and the defense isn't going to contain him because UVA they did a very good job containing De'Ara King on the run. Very good job. Very good job. I mean, this was awful.
Even though they did contain him, I would still like to see them call his name, or at least for him to keep it more on the read options on first or second down. Just to
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I completely agree. Keep the ball more, be more aggressive running the football. But man, consecutively running the football in the red zone, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that one bit. Very vanilla. That's a great point.
And let's be honest, man. That first touchdown that Virginia got, I mean, that was, I wouldn't say it was very athletic and I mean, good for that tight end.
Yeah, they had some big tight ends.
I mean, that was a freakish success play right there.
Listen, if your defense gives up 14 points, you have to win the game. That's enough for your offense to put up points to win the football game. We should have put up 36 points easily. We had so many missed opportunities. That was a Mike Harley touchdown. Last drive of the game. We should have scored when we had Don Chaney moving the football in the red zone. I think it was in the third quarter beginning of the third quarter. We should have scored there too. And then the blocked field goal. That's another 3 points. So we should have had 17 more points. Easily. It should be 33-14. That should have been the final score. We left a lot of points on the field, yes. And play call did not help us out. We should have threw the football a lot more, Kyle. A lot more. De'Ara King was cruising, doing an outstanding job. Mike Harley had the best game of his Miami Hurricanes career, which I'm happy for.
Yeah, it's about time, too.
It's about time. Kyle, I got to let you go, man. The phone is coming off the hook. Anything else you want to say before you head off?
No, man. You have a good night.
Kyle, man, thanks for calling, man. Peace. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm calling from you.
Yes, sir. What's up? You're on live right now.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, my name is Brian. What's going on?
Brian, what's up, man? What are your thoughts about the game?
Hey, man, just want to say I want to critique a little bit the play calling.
Yeah.
About Miami, bad play calls, and the coaching is not that good. And overall, just congratulate the team and everything that they did pretty well, I guess. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. I agree. Play call was awful. It was Brett Lashley. Last 3 games have not been very good. Calling plays. We run our offense, we run consecutive plays, running the football.
Yeah.
I want to mix it up, man.
I think the offense, they're not the players, they're just not disciplined. And the coaches are not disciplined either.
Offensive line has been horrendous. It's been awful. So we got to fix things, you know? And NC State, they're not a pushover team. They lost their starting quarterback, but they have a new quarterback. He's their third string. Finley, he's the brother of Ryan Finley. He's not bad. We cannot keep settling for games like this. And we're 0-4 after bye weeks. We are 0-4 after bye weeks. So at least we won the football game. I'll give you that. I'll give Miami that. We won the football game, but it really is disappointing. We took a step back.
It's bad, right? The team is not playing cohesively.
Nope.
Together. They look out there like they're just getting outclassed and disciplined, right?
Yep. Exactly. But hey, we got a bye week to fix it. We got NC State. We play like this moving forward, we're going to see a couple more losses. Virginia Tech will beat us in UNC. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I mean, what's up with the offensive line, man? Those guys.
Horrendous.
I need these guys to get them.
I think we need to go max protection like last year just to get the ball out.
The team looks like they're a bunch of hooligans, man, trying to take cheap shots.
Yeah.
Is anybody paying attention to the team? Like, what's going on, man? I want to know what's going on. That's what I want to know.
Hey, I think it's coaching. I really do. I think it comes down to coaching. You know, I understand you don't have your right personnel in. Manny Diaz has been overseeing the defense the past 3 to 5 years. Blake Baker's now the new DC. At the end of the day, I truly think it's coaching. You know, you recruited the guys on defense. You're trying to get the right personnel on offense, but you know, it really is mind-boggling, man.
I don't think Manny's the guy. He's had a little tryout already.
Right.
I don't know how they're 4-1. How the hell are they 5-1?
If you can't envision Manny Diaz winning a national title, he's not the guy. I've always stood by that. If you can envision someone winning a national title at the University of Miami, answer that, guys. Can you picture Manny Diaz winning a national title at the University of Miami? Can you put that vision in your head? If you can envision that, then it could happen. It will happen. But if you can't, then you have your answer. Hey, Manny's our guy. I'm going to stand by him because he's our head coach, you know, because I'm going to stand by him, give him my full support. He has a vision that other coaches have failed to realize. So I'm going to let you go. You're breaking up a little bit. You're good. Let the caller go. Manny Diaz does have a vision, guys. He does have a vision that other football coaches in the past do not have. Al Golden, Mark Richt, they did not have a correct vision at Miami. He does have that vision. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with? What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm calling to chime in on tonight's game. It was a very lackluster game.
Yes, sir.
I still take the W at the end of the day. But at the same time, I just want to touch base on the receivers.
Yep.
I mean, they're not getting no separation at all, and they're not helping the offensive line in this quick tempo offense. I understand the offensive line is not really holding up at the point of attack, but at the same time, the receivers got to get separation.
Right.
The ball's got to get out more quicker.
Yes.
I mean, the ball's got to get out a little quicker, and Derek King, he has to be a little more assertive on RPOs in the red zone.
Yes.
Two times in a row I've seen in the red zone, or last week against Pitt, he had an easy walk in for the touchdown. If he handed off to Jalen Knight, he had an easy walk in. This one, the whole game, University of Virginia overloaded one side. They crashed down on chain. He could have pulled it and walked into the end zone for another one. I mean, he just got to get better with the RPO. It's not enough for him. I mean, we're moving forward in the right direction. A win is a win, but 4-1 against we're going 5-1 against a team like Virginia that's under 500. I mean, it's unacceptable. The game should have been
right.
9:30.
Right. Absolutely. And we did leave a lot of points on the board, like you said. You know, throughout the season, that's been an issue. Derek King not keeping the ball, tucking himself. I feel like, you know, he's had an open lane. He just decides to give it up. So I completely agree. And, you know, our receivers, they have been an issue, you know. Like you said, getting separation. This wide receiver core, it has gone through a lot of different coaches. I don't know if that's the issue. You know, but let's see who Ron Dugan's recruits in. If he's going to be our coach the next 2 to 3 years or longer, let's see the receivers he recruits. And maybe, you know, we have better players moving forward. Maybe, you know?
Absolutely. And another thing, Amari Carter, enough is enough.
Yeah.
I understand he's an aggressive hard hitter, and you can't take his physicalness and his tough nature away from him. But I mean, he's just been a poster child for targeting penalties in the country as far as in college football.
Right.
And every time he has these laser finger or laser body on a defender, they're going to call it every chance they get.
Right.
And you know, it's I don't know what the head scratcher is, but Al Blaze, he just had a atrocious game.
That was awful. Yep. That was awful, man. Pass coverage was something I haven't spoken about, but that was open the whole time. There were receivers left and right open. We were very fortunate they couldn't connect. But a good quarterback, Miami gets eaten alive.
Exactly. And Staley is not going to be no slouch. He's a veteran quarterback that's going to dissect it. And also I see with Bradley Jennings Jr., he's getting better at spurts at the linebacker position. And also Sam Brooks needs to see the field a little more.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. No, I 100% agree with Amari Carter. You know, he's a senior. He's a captain. Every game he's getting a targeting call. He needs to adjust to the modern game. You know? So I completely agree, man. He's the only one getting the targeting call as well. So it's not like it's everyone's getting a little bit of that penalty call. It's just him every game. And it's just hurting the team, you know? So I completely agree, man. I'm going to let you go. I got some people calling in, but thank you so much for calling, man.
All right. Have a great one.
You too, man. Take care. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with? Man. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hey, man, I just called, man. Hey, man, did he just say Ron Dugan was going to coach our receivers?
No. I think they were talking about Ron Dugan's recruiting the current receivers on this in this program, and we need to get Rob Likens, get his personnel in, his recruits in to coach, you know.
Man, let me tell you, dude, for real, the Kings have an issue at every position, don't they?
I think we have a quarterback. I think Rhett Lashley's play call has not helped him develop and succeed, because I think he could have thrown for 400 passing yards this game. I promise you that, if we would have passed the ball more. Running backs, I think, I don't know what's going on in the running back room. I don't know what's going on. It hasn't been there the past 3 games. It needs to be fixed. I think we need to run more on the outside. We're running too much up the middle.
The freshmen are better than Cam. I hate to say it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, man. Look at the Chaney every time he goes on the off tackle or he goes up the midline, and he's just getting more. He's getting through the line. Cam looks like he's just never breaking through unless it's a wide open, pretty much run.
Right.
You got to see the guys with the versatility are better than Cam Harris trying to blow through the hole, you know?
Yeah, no. I mean, Don Chaney, he was the only running back tonight that moved the ball effectively. You know, I don't know what's going on, man. Offensive line has been awful. I don't know if they're not creating holes for our running backs to get through. But we need to get a run game going. If not, we cannot be effective. We cannot be effective at all as an offense, man.
The line is terrible. We need some coaches, man. That's what I'm telling you. We need some coaches that discipline, that teach the fundamentals, how to play the right way. These guys ain't playing the right way. They look like, you know what I noticed on TV when you watch the Kings and you watch other teams compared to other teams on TV? They show officials it's a game. Like they show the whole, like the coaching, the whole referee, the players. When they show the game, they just put the camera on the players, and the players ain't representing the pool right, or the team correct, and it's just a bad all around. Like they just don't. They look very undisciplined and sloppy.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they look like that on TV.
Well,
they look horrible.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is not a good coach team. This is not a disciplined team. Like I said, man, we were in a dogfight once again with a very bad football team that does not have a starting quarterback. Brendan Armstrong, they put in Tariq Armstead, Keaton Thompson. I mean, they use like so many different quarterbacks, man. You know, and the lefty, the southpaw, he couldn't even connect with his receivers very rarely, and they were wide open the entire game. It's a yeah, I mean, we gave him 135 yards in penalties. That's how we beat. I mean,
the penalties,
shit.
Oh my god! And then the little play the running back, I forget his name. They ran the guy up the middle and they threw it to him in the flat. Every single
Amari Rogers.
The guy, it was unbelievable. Those linebackers that are there, and they finally started playing the veterans. It all goes back to the coaches because those veteran linebackers shouldn't even play in that game. They look awful. They wouldn't even sniff the ball to where it was, so it was 10 yards up the field. Those linebackers, the veteran guys, they need to start playing the freshmen and both the guys because the veterans that are playing linebacker, they got passed up, and they didn't. You know, they're young players. I get it. They're still young. They're in college. I get it. You know, but they didn't develop over the year or two that they had a chance to develop while Pick and Shaq were playing. You got to get those guys out of there because they're costing us. They cost us an embarrassment, a blowout, basically. And Clemson, and the penalties obviously as well, like you said. But man, those linebackers can't get down and can't get to the hole. They can't get sideline to sideline.
McLeod's got to go. McLeod's got to go, man. Flag and Sam Brooks are the future.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we were out. I mean, Brevin Jordan was out. Corey Flagg was out. Michael Redding III. Xavier Restrepo. We didn't have everyone on board. Brian Balaam as well. So we were playing with a lot of guys, man. It's a disappointing game. It's another disappointing game. We won, but it was ugly, man. It was really bad all around. Clock management at the end was awful. Clock management was just horrendous. I understand going up tempo. I do. I understand that. But, man, there's a time and place to go up tempo and when to use the clock. But anyways, man.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. The discipline of the coaches is what's so frustrating. It gives me disappointment and just the overall, like, disparagement. Like, how do they play so bad uncoached and undisciplined? It's crazy.
I'm going to let you go, man. I'm going to take some more calls, but thank you for calling. Appreciate it. All right, man. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts, guys? Are you guys – I understand. I'm glad we won the game. Notre Dame beat Louisville by 5 points, and they blew out Pittsburgh. We got NC State after a bye week. We are 0 for 4 in bye weeks. Are we going to beat NC State? I don't think we can keep playing this way to beat NC State. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with? Rakeem, how you doing tonight, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, doing well.
Maybe gotta go. Takers has to go, man. I'm sorry. This base defense is just getting us killed. He runs through cover 4.
Right.
And people just pick on us in the flash. And he does nothing about it every single game, and it's sickening to watch.
Yep.
It's absolutely sickening to watch. Now, I don't know what we're going to do about the O-line. I've been saying this all year. Nelson can't get it done, and we don't have anybody to replace him.
Right.
Unless you put the freshman in.
Right. And we can't afford to do that. No, I mean, I just don't think we have the right personnel. We don't even have a developed second team offensive line. You know? We basically we have to rebuild at those positions. We're still in a rebuilding stage, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man. But thanks for letting me call in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for calling in, man. Hey, I get the zone coverage, man, that we're running. You know, it's not Miami football. We should be playing man. We're the fastest team in the ACC behind Clemson, so I get it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
Anytime. Thank you for calling. All right. What do you guys think about Blake Baker? Are you a fan? I know he's been getting a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Thank you for calling The Scoop. Who am I speaking with? Dev, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
So what are your thoughts on the game, man? I know a lot of people are upset. Do you consider this a good win? Because we won the football game, but, you know, a lot of people think this is a step back. It was an ugly win. I'm disappointed because I know we could have done better. We could have played better. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, it's just very frustrating, man. You know, I mean.
Absolutely.
Am I still live, by the way? I don't know if I'm still live or not.
Yeah, I'm still live. I'm still live.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, you know, like I love Brett Lashley, you know, I mean, we have to evolve. I mean, like, I think Clemson exposed us.
Yes.
And just how, I guess, scheme and just kind of game around us. And, I mean, we just have to evolve. I mean, I would love to see more crossing patterns, more screen plays. I mean, I feel like EMR is back there, you know.
Yeah.
Just running up the middle, you know, two times in a row and then passing on obvious passes down. And it's just, even the announcers on the game tonight said, passing, you know, because we're passing well tonight. And then we should do that more because Virginia would have to, you know, play back and not stack 8 in the box like they were doing. I mean, it's just plain common sense. And so Lashley has to understand he's the guy. I understand he's kind of coaching the Power 5 where he was at Auburn, but he wasn't the main guy. You know, he's the main guy here now at University of Miami. So everything falls squarely on his shoulders. But it just seems like, you know, as the season's going on, we regressed on offense. I mean, we came through the gates like gangbusters, man. And it's just, I mean, it's just very frustrating, man, because, you know, I mean, I would like to see some more rollouts, kind of like what Oklahoma did with Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Rolling out of the box and not having to stand there. It just seems like King and Lashley are like trying to prove that, you know, I mean, that he's also like some sort of pocket passer.
Right.
That's King's strength, man. You know what I mean? I mean, he's great. He's amazing at improvising, getting out of the pocket. I like to see him take off and run a little bit more. I understand, you know, there's some questions about his durability, but, you know, I mean, just something has to evolve. And I know we're not good coming out of the bye, man. But, you know, I mean, just some type of evolution with this offense because teams have figured it out now. You know, we thought it was just going to be Clemson and maybe Pittsburgh because they have a great front four and a really good defense. But, you know, I mean, I expected a bit of a blowout tonight, man. We didn't get that. So there is some red flags.
There's a lot of red flags.
About that. And, you know, and then Manny needs to just, you know, I mean, again, I know a lot of the younger guys, especially on defense and, as far as the younger guys, linebacker core, just the younger guys just play better. They're more athletic. They're quicker than the upperclassmen. I mean, we have to, Manny needs to take a chapter out of Nick Saban's book, and we're going to play the best guys and put them on the field. Whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, or a fifth-year senior, if you're not the best guy at that position, you're not going to be starting. I mean, point blank, period. And he needs to get that message across instead of trying to, stop being, it almost seems like he's trying to be their best friend at times.
Right.
Just congratulated them as they come off the field, and they just gave up a huge play.
Right.
Like, he needs to be a bit of a prick. I mean, like all the great coaches are, Dabo Sweeney,
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. I mean, all these guys are pricks. But one thing in common with these guys is they have this burning sensation to win, and they play the best guy. Period. There's just no question about it.
I agree.
So that's how I kind of see the outlook tonight on the game. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree. Manny tends to want to play veteran players that have been a part of the program. We've seen that with Scott Patchin, Amari Carter, Zach McLeod. the problem with that is that do they deserve more playing time? Does Amari Carter deserve more playing time when he gets a targeting call and puts your team in a very dangerous position in tonight's game? Keyshawn Washington was playing. Like, he shouldn't be playing this year unless we're up by 40. It's every week with Amari Carter in these targeting calls. It's kind of funny. I'm like actually kind of waiting for it to happen. You know, you expect it every game. But yeah, man, it's a step back.
That should be like, I mean, chewing Carter as he walks off the field, chewing him out in front of everybody, man, and just like, dude, I mean, you know, we can't keep letting this happen, man. It costs the team, and it costs, you know, of course, it costs us the penalties, the field position, and it's just, it seems like week after week, kind of what you said. We're just expecting, we're just waiting on Carter just to get a target penalty and for him to get adjusted, man. It's just so frustrating. So more accountability. And again, you know what, man? We can all see, man, and we see who the best players are. I'm not trying to Monday morning quarterback. None of us are, but we can see, man, and we see who the best players are, and they need to play better. Offense obviously has the breath. So going forward, especially coming out of a bye, I mean, we should blow out NC State. We should.
Yeah, we should. But are we?
Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. It's just, at least we're winning, I guess. But man, it just feels like a loss. You know, it's like, you know, I didn't want to log on to watch the show because I was so disappointed. But
this game reminded me of Central Michigan. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling, man. I got some calls coming in, so hope you have a great night. Thank you for calling, man. Anytime. This game reminded me of Central Michigan last year. Virginia had a chance to win this football game. We kept them in the game. We should have won by 20 easily. Thank you for calling The Scoop. Who am I speaking with?
Speaking with Wes.
Wes, how you doing today, sir?
What's going on, Paul?
Good, man. Thank you for calling in. What are your thoughts about the game, man?
The last game, 3 games have been ugly play call on both sides.
Yep.
By Red Lashley. I don't like this play call for the last 3 games.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's going on with the play calls. It's like if we want to beat Clemson, man, we got to start making better calls.
Right.
If we want not beat them, but compete with them. And Manny needs to stop playing this, like the caller before, stop playing the senior favoritism thing. Because for our team to elevate and get to where we need to get, we need to play the best people. The best people are the people who aren't getting playing time. I don't think that's fair. For the linebacker coach, he needs to go. Ray Baker, he needs to go. and everybody needs to lay off of Mike Rump. Mike Rump is doing his job. We don't get top 5 corners, 5-star corners, but yet our corners aren't getting beat. DJ Ivey has made a couple of mistakes during his career, but let's be for real.
He's played better.
All the corners that Mike Rump has coached has not gotten beat or done anything dumb. You know, it's just like we just need to make a little few switches and that will be good. But Manny has to pull the trigger. Just pull the trigger. I don't know what he's scared of. Just pull the trigger on some of these players.
Yeah, man. I don't know why he keeps playing veteran players. I don't know what the message he's trying to put. It is what it is. Hopefully, we'll see more younger guys as the season goes on. Got to remember we did lose a lot of guys this game from COVID. But, we'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see more Corey Flagg.
I mean, but even if it's because of their seniors, they've been in the game, they've been in the system long enough so they might know what they're doing, but they're still not showing it on the field that they know. Even if they do know what the play is, they're not making tackles, they're getting their bad angles, they're
right.
too hard.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. I don't think Manny will let go of anyone who came through the Manny Diaz schooling system. You've got to remember, Blake Baker, Coach Packey, those guys, Coach Banda, for example, those guys came with him from Mississippi State. They're with him down in Middle Tennessee State, Louisiana Tech. you know, that's kind of his family coaching tree. So it kind of reminds me of that Al Golden D'Onofrio relationship.
All right, that's cool then. Well, then the Mo Packy and school Blake Baker, because I know some of these play calls that were called in the second half, Manny made some adjustments for Blake.
Right,
because I'm
right.
looking at the defense and I'm like, yo, why does he keep doing this weak 3 down lineman rush with the linebackers up in the middle and the gap? So what? Like, it doesn't work.
Right. Nah, man. I'm with you, man. I'm completely with you. I'm going to let you go, man. I got some callers coming in right now, but thank you so much for calling in, Wes. I greatly appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
All right, Wes. Have a great night, man. Thank you for calling The Scoop. Who am I speaking with?
What's up, man? Speaking to Coach Eddie.
Coach Eddie, how you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. You know, I listen to your show. I watch the show all the time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
First time calling. Actually, my son called your show one time and it was talking to you one time.
Okay, very cool.
Tonight's game, man, it's real disheartening.
Right.
And, you know, as a coach and a former player, you know, you want to win the game, right? You know, you want to win the game. But there's those games that you win and you walk away feeling like you lost because you didn't play good. And just watching the game, like let's take defense for a quick second, right?
Right.
Let's take defense. And I was telling my friends, I said, look, if I was an offensive coordinator and I know I'm on 3rd and long, I already know what Blake Baker's going to do because he's done it all last year and he's done it every game this year. He takes out 2 or 3 tackles and we go to a 30 front. And then we bring the extra linebackers and then we blitz. That's the only time we really blitz, really. It's on 3rd and long, we go to a 3 down line in front, bring the extra linebackers, and then we blitz. And he does that every and long in every game.
Right.
Then he got the corners playing cover 3, right? So they're playing like 7 to 10 yards off the ball. So then when the ball is high, they're in a back pedal, which is beyond me why they're doing that. So now you're like 15 yards off the receiver. All they're going to do is run 7, 8 yards, turn around, pick and catch.
Right, exactly.
Tonight's tackling was horrible. I mean, everybody across the board on defense didn't play well tonight. Bubble Bowden, like everybody. It was just like, oh my God, I've seen youth football players play better defense than that. And if you'll notice, like we never play press man coverage. Don't you know that will help the D-line get pressure on the quarterback? If you play press man coverage on the receivers, because now the receivers got to get off the jam instead of having free releases.
Exactly.
You know, other message board this evening, and just looking at comments and everybody's trying to grab on Lashley, but taking it from a former player, you know what I'm saying? I played at a high level. I played running back.
Absolutely.
When your offensive line is not creating running lanes,
right,
you can't run the ball, your play calling is very limited. Very limited. The running game, like for Brett Lashley, I've seen him call things at SMU that he's not calling here just based off of the O-line play because it's not strong. Like the O-line play is not good at all. Like Derek King had a great game throwing the ball. Harley finally stepped up, but we got to run the ball. We got to be able to run the ball 5 yards here, 6 here, 8 here. Then you rip off a 20 yard. Then you may have like a 4-yard game, but it's consistent. It's like, we run the ball, we get a yard here. Okay, we break the 8 yards, then we lose some yards. Like the overall play of the O-line is not good, and I'm not gonna blame it on the O-line coach because I really think he's good. It's just I think it's just the play, and I don't really think they're good enough. That O-line man we got is Jared Williams, and he's a transfer. Like DJ Skate, he's always on his back. Nakai Clark is always on his back. Corey Gaynor is he's okay. Zion Wilson and John Campbell is they're average.
Right.
So it's like, and then mean? Like, and I listened to the call when you were speaking to some gentleman. You were saying you don't think Manny will fire Banda and all of them. Well, that's a mistake because you never should hire someone you can't fire.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying, Paul?
Yeah.
I don't care if me and you were boys. If me and you were boys and you the head coach and you hired me to run the offense, and I'm just not cutting it. Like, yo, I'm shitting the bed, Paul, my friend. I'm really crapping the bed. Like, yo, you should be able to come to me and be like, look, man, we still gonna be boys, but I have to go in a different route. It's just not a good fit for you here. And that's what I think that's the case with Blake Baker. Like, Miami is not the fit for you. Like, yo, go back to La Tech or somewhere else like that, and you do your thing. But here at Miami, it's just not a fit for you, man. It's not a fit for you. Packing is the same thing. I'm like, man, you're 5-1, but come on, it's smoke and mirror. It kind of reminds me of, remember the year when Mark Rick was winning all those games by the skin of our teeth? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 2017. Yep.
Exactly, 2017. It feels just like that. You know, and I was telling my son this evening, I said, if you think about it, I said, essentially, Clemson beat us twice. I said, because we performed terrible in back-to-back weeks, last week and this week. Everybody want to talk about Pitt's defense. Notre Dame hung up 40+ on them today.
Yeah.
So how good is their defense really?
Right.
Or are we just that bad?
Right, exactly.
And we got another bye week coming, and we're going to face NC State on a Friday night that's very capable of slapping us in the mouth and giving us an L.
Absolutely, especially if we play like this.
You know, Paul, it's just some things got to change, Paul. And if I'm Ed Reed, I'm sitting there and I'm like, if I'm Ed Reed, I know I probably got blood dripping out my mouth because I'm biting my toes so bad. Because what I see out there is atrocious, and it's not Miami football.
Absolutely.
At all.
Absolutely.
And you as a fan with your platform, me as a fan, and everybody that watch your show and watch these games as fans, you don't have to have played the game. You don't have to have been a coach in life, but your eyes tell you, like, yo, that's not good football. And I'm gonna say this one last thing, and I'm gonna let you go, because I know you probably got a lot of other cats that's waiting to get on. But I was watching the Miami versus Virginia Tech 1997 game. It was on ESPN earlier this week. And I'm watching the game, and that was during our probation period. And I'm watching the game, and I'm looking at the fight these cats had. And the O-line was much better than what we got now. James Jackson was a freshman and rushed for like $140 and 2 touchdowns. I'm like, damn, I wish we had that line. If we had that line with this offensive scheme, oh my God. But it goes back to coaching. It goes back to developing players.
Right. Oh, shit. I think we just lost him. Coach Ed broke up on the line. A tremendous job. I'm going to be looking for one call. There it is. All right. Yo, what's going on, guys?
Oh, what's happening, man?
Good, man. Are you guys are leaving the stadium now? This is Derek Coe, and we got Ryan. If you don't know Derek Coe, man, I don't know if you're a Miami Hurricanes fan. This guy's at every single game. So thank you for calling in, Derek.
What's good, Paul?
What's good, man? So how are you guys feeling about the game, man?
Listen, at the end of the day, we are 5-1.
Love it.
Negative motherfuckers talk, go kick rocks, bro. We're 5-1.
Just kind of right after the game, just kind of quick thoughts, just an overview, offensively, a lot of people didn't like the play call. How do you feel about, our offensive overall play? I feel like passing the football, we were very successful.
Yeah, I mean, last week everybody was crying that we had no receivers, and then Mike Carlson finally stepped up and goes for a buck 70 or so. I mean, listen, it is what it is. Virginia's not a bad team. They're a decent team. They hung with Clemson really well. Our offense, again, it was raining too, so Mark Hope dropped some balls, caught a few balls.
Right.
I don't think we use the time in as much as we should today. But again, man, I'm tired of all the negativity, like firing Diaz and firing Baker. Bro, we're 5-1.
Love it.
Down, relax. Here's the other thing too, Paul, man.
Yeah, go for it.
We've not trailed in either of the past 2 games at any point, right? So,
Right.
We've done good controlling the game. Have we looked good doing it? No, but still, I mean, we're 5-1, man. Everybody's got to relax. Take a deep breath. Stop trying to fire coaches like we were after the FIU game. Just relax and enjoy being 5-1, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Paul, did I mention that we're 5-1?
You did mention that. And another thing too, we left a lot of points on the board. If we do connect, Mike Harley missed pass, overthrown pass from De'Ara King at the end, last drive of the game. That's another 6. The block field goal, we convert that. That's another 3 points. We finish in the red zone. That's another 7. It looks like the game's 33-14, 19-point win over a scrappy UVA team. Looks a lot better. We just got to connect, finish drives, and I think we'll be fine. Look at Notre Dame against Louisville. They won 12-7. They blow out Pittsburgh by 42. So these ugly wins, we'll take it. And you know what? We can finish a lot better moving forward. We got NC State. Let's see how much we improve.
Correct. The only negative thing I will say is, again, I don't know what DJ Ivy's problem is, but man, he is just so between DJ Ivy and Amari Carter. I don't know if Amari Carter has stock at target.
Right.
There's definitely something going on with him. But DJ Ivy just looked lost again. If it wasn't for a legal man downfield, again, he'd get burned for a touchdown.
Right. Exactly. That's a great point. Absolutely. And, overall, how do you think the defense played? I know we only gave up 14 points. That's always a great thing. When you give up 14 points, you should win the football game every time.
Correct. The only negative thing that I saw on defense besides the safety play and the corner play
Right.
is our linebackers are still out of position. How do you let their quarterback run for 100 yards practically and literally gash you all night?
Yes.
He run whatever he wanted to.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree. Also, too, we made some nice second half adjustments as well. I felt like we were just playing, we're basically guessing against their offense. There was a lot of window dressing, like to call it, but it was very basic. A lot of quarterback draws, playing a 3 quarterback rotation. We're not used to that offensive scheme, very creative in a sense, but just basic calls overall. But I thought we made some nice second half adjustments. How do you think our defensive line play? I thought we could have applied a little bit more pressure, a lot more actually.
Yeah, man. We definitely could have got more pressure on out there, man.
And that's key for us.
I want to mention though too was, I definitely think we need to move Ivy to the nickel.
Okay.
And let Corey Couch be
Out in the boundary.
Every down corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy, he's probably our best corner, man. I mean, they haven't really been throwing at Blades too much, but Couch when he's out there, man. Anytime you throw the ball, the guy's always in good position. He always turns his head for the ball. That's one thing I want to see is move to Corey up.
Absolutely. And how De'Ara King running no, let's talk about the run game first before I get into De'Ara King. What do you think's going on? Because our offensive line, are they not providing holes up the middle? It's just, it hasn't been clicking. Don Chaney did a very good job. What do you think needs to get going for our running backs?
Well, I think they need to get out into open space. I don't think they can continue to kind of flood the middle. I mean, everybody knows that we're going to approach this RPO.
Right.
We're going to kind of, inside handoffs, inside draws. I mean, you have to get your speed on the outside, right? Get around the edge and make it work. Like, you're trying to pound Jalen Tyson into a crowd and, it's a $1.85, $1.90.
Right.
You've got to use your speed and use it, wisely. Don't just kind of pound everything into the middle.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree. I would like to see De'Ara King keep the ball more, be aggressive more with his feet. It adds another dynamic to our offense, and I think he's still a very good runner. And I think UVA did a pretty good job containing him tonight as well. So that's something I want to see. Do you guys think De'Ara King this game can really give him a boost moving forward? Because his passing ability, I think this was his best game we've seen in a couple weeks.
Yeah, but even still, I mean, he's still kind of, it looks like the game's not coming to him.
Gotcha.
He's still trying to force things at time. I just like to see him kind of take a deep breath back there and relax a little bit. And I think all he needs is just to have that breakout game. And, I really felt on that first bomb, which was beautiful to Mike Harley.
Gorgeous.
Really kind of felt like maybe we were going ways to make it difficult for him out there. So we're still 5-1.
Exactly. Still 5-1, guys. Hey, thank you so much for calling in, Derek and Ryan, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. You guys are true diehard Canes, man. That's what I love about you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Have a safe drive home. Peace. That was Derek Coe and Ryan, man. Two diehard Miami Hurricanes fans. Derek's always on ESPN. He's at every single game, man. So definitely do commend his passion for the U, man. Definitely. What's up? You guys want to talk? Had something else to say? Oh, hello. All right. New call. Welcome to the Scoop. Who am I speaking with?
What's up? This is
Rashad, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good, bro. I wanted to start off by answering your question.
Yes, sir.
Can I envision Manny Diaz winning the national championship?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely not.
You cannot. Okay.
I cannot envision that. I also can't envision Blake Baker being the defensive coordinator for a national championship team. So this isn't directly related to what happened tonight, but I felt like they played pretty
Right.
well. They only gave them 14 points.
Absolutely.
In general, the defense is very underwhelming to me. It seems like let's compare it to like a Brent Venables type defense. They dictate to you what you can do. With us, it's like we leave so many holes in the field where people can just throw into that. Doesn't make sense, especially with like South Florida quarterbacks. They're used to press and like playing man to man. He plays zone like excessively. Like it's too much zone. I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
far as with Manny Diaz, I think it's like when he talks, he gives you the illusion that he could win a national championship because he's such a good like speaker.
Yeah, right.
But
Exactly.
when it comes down to it, I feel like his philosophy, a lot of them are just wrong. Like I feel like they get stuck to like narrative. So like, oh, Zach McCloud, he's the 50th senior, he's the leader of our team, but he's not performing that way at all. Like, they need to take that
Right.
off his jersey. I don't understand.
To answer your question, Rashad, about zone coverage, a lot of defensive coordinators believe that's kind of the best way to defend a spread offense. So kind of that bend, don't break kind of defensive scheme that Miami runs at times. A lot of people believe that, that's the best way to defend the spread, is playing that zone coverage. Oh, so the reason why Miami at times plays a lot of zone coverage, if a team runs a spread offense, a lot of defensive coordinators believe that's the best way to defend the spread.
Man, I can't hear you at all.
All right.
But I did want to say one more thing. I feel like we're 5-1, and it seems like we probably shouldn't be upset. But I can look at the product and know that this isn't the standard of what I know the University of Miami should be or what it could be.
Right.
Like I look out at the field and like when we were good. I know we shouldn't bring up the glory days all the time, but Miami, for the majority of our time of being in the program, we've been extremely dominant. And during that time, we were sending all pros to the NFL. We were sending Hall of Famers to the NFL. Now you look at the roster, it's like, who do you think is going to be a star in the NFL? Like, I don't see anybody with that type of potential outside of maybe a couple freshmen. Like, I like the running back.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got to get the right personnel in, Rashad. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go, man, but thank you so much for calling. Greatly appreciate it. All right, Rashad, appreciate it. All right, guys, 54 minutes in. I got one more call left. We'll call it a wrap. Thank you for calling the Scoop. Who am I speaking with?
What's up, Paul? It's John from Kingsblock from Miami.
John, what's going on, man? What are your thoughts about the game?
I'm a weird mix of relieved, pissed off, happy.
Right.
Every emotion you can think of.
I'm happy personally. We won the football game. I am relieved. I know we could have done a lot better. We could have put up a lot more points.
You said it earlier. It should have been like 31-14 or 38-14. Something
Right,
like that.
right.
Because you left some points on the board.
We left a lot.
But, rain did not help. And obviously, play calling in the red zone was awful. It did not make any sense to me. I don't know why you're running on 3rd and goal when they're stacking 97 defenders in the box. It's like, dude, just throw the ball.
Right.
But yeah. And also, I wanted to make a comment about the O-line because I've been noticing this for really since Mark Rick has been there since 2017. Anytime we run the ball, I feel like we're telegraphing it and the defense knows it's coming. I don't know if you agree with that.
We run the same play consecutively. Yeah.
But on top of that, I think the play calling and us tipping our plays or them timing our snap, I think that's not helping us. Because if 5 linemen have to block 8 guys, obviously that's not going to work.
Right. And, I think we're running the same play consecutively. We're running a lot of inside zone read plays. Rhett Lashley, it seems like he believes, I'm going to keep running the football up the middle of the field until you can prove to me that you can stop it. That's what I've seen. When we were in the red zone, we were nearing the red zone and the goal line. We ran the football tremendously, consecutively. I would like to mix it up a lot more. I thought we were very effective throwing the ball. Derek King started the game 6 out of 6. I think I got to pull up his total passing yards, but I felt like we could have been a lot more effective if we just went passing the football heavily instead of running the football.
I totally agree.
It
reminds me of 2016 when we went on the 4-game winning streak and then the 4-game losing streak and then ended with a 4-game winning streak.
Right.
That winning streak at the end, it was because we weren't so hard-headed about running the ball anymore. We decided to spread it out a little more, use the short passing game, use them on Richards, use your speed on the outside, and it worked. We won 4 or 5 games in a row.
Absolutely.
I think they got to do something similar with King. And also, he showed he could throw on the run.
Yeah.
Why not do a little bit more of that?
Yeah. Yeah, no. King showed me he doesn't have a bad arm at all. He has a pretty solid arm. That bomb to Mike Harley, that went for 46 yards in the air to 50?
Yeah. No. He has a very good arm, I think. And there were 3 different passes where he ran out of trouble, he rolled out, and he hit a guy right by the sideline perfectly. He could throw on the run.
Yeah.
That's a weapon. They should be using that.
Hopefully this game, we can open up the passing game a lot more after this moving forward against NC State. We're in a little rut right now offensively. I think we can get out of it, and it starts with our run game because it hasn't been there the past 3 games, and it needs to open up. And running up the middle of the field is not going to fix it. It hasn't been there the whole year.
No, you gotta go outside. Maybe a little more wildcat, maybe some more jet sweeps. I don't know, something. Try something different.
Yeah, man. We got to fix it, John. And we will. Hopefully, that's why we're paying Rhett Lashley big money. That's why he was a Broyles Award finalist, right, at SMU. So, hey, he's got to make the adjustments.
Yeah, I haven't lost faith in him yet. I think for the most part, he's doing a good job. Let's see if he adjusts.
Right.
And by the way, all the fire Blake Baker people, I'm not in that camp. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I honestly think the guy needs good halftime adjustments.
He made it tonight. And
make stops.
Yeah.
It's the offense that doesn't really respond and score off those stops that I know.
If your defense only allows 14 points, they did enough to win the football game. They did enough.
Absolutely.
Now, there were a lot of open receivers tonight that did not connect in passes. There were a lot. There were a lot of open receivers.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there were. But at the end of the day, what matters is points on the board to me. So I'm not saying our defense is elite and that he's an amazing coach or anything, but I think they're doing enough. It's the offense that's kind of
right. Like I said, we could have won 33-14 or more easily. But anyways, John, I'm going to let you go, man. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm exhausted. It's 12:30 a.m. and I gotta hit the haystack. All right, man. Take care, John. All right, guys. Man, thank you everyone who tuned in, called in the show. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. We're going to be doing a lot of shows next week. We have a bye week. I have an interesting guest coming on the show Wednesday at 2 p.m. Give you a little hint. He is a very great mind in the game of football. That's all I'll say. He may not be associated with the University of Miami, but man, the amount of football knowledge he has, I have never had a guest like him before. Very great guest, a lot of experience around the game of football. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Miami Hurricanes defeat the Virginia Cavaliers 19-14. They move on 5-1, currently ranked number 11 in the nation. Will they crack the top 10? Penn State went down. We'll see what happens. Hope everyone has a great night, and always all about the U.